Are somebody who is going through DPDR at the moment, then you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to go over some very powerful things that you can do to help you recover from it. And so the biggest thing with DPDR is obviously
DPDR is an acronym for depersonalization realization. It's just a lot easier to say DPDR than say depersonalization to realization. It's literally the longest words that have ever existed.
The symptoms. What do you actually do about your symptoms? What you do is you respond to them.
Okay, so this is kind of like an acceptance-based approach so far in the video. And I'm not against acceptance. Acceptance is where you invite in your symptoms instead of resist them, because what ends up happening is whenever you don't know why depersonalization realization is happening, you tend to resist the symptoms, right? Depersonalization is where you feel out of body. It's absolutely terrifying. Derealization is whenever everything feels fake and dreamlike. A lot of times time is distorted. You have memory issues. Typically, people in this state are also experiencing anxiety, although in the deepest state of a trauma response, which is what causes DPDR, there is no anxiety. You just go completely numb. But whenever you have all these symptoms and you don't know why they're happening, you resist them. And our brain registers emotional distress and physical pain as the same thing. And so whenever you're resisting the symptoms and you have a lot of emotional distress, your brain, through something called neuroplasticity, starts to condition to associate the safe symptoms of depersonalization realization or other symptoms of fight, flight, freeze response with threat. And so by inviting them in, that's one way to kind of reverse that resistance that created a threat association with the symptoms. But I don't like to begin there because that assumes that the symptoms are the problem. The real problem is that your body is overwhelmed. That's really where we need to start. And yes, on top of that, inviting in the symptoms is good, but that's not really the starting point that I like to begin people at.
Rather than reacting to them. Reacting is just like a knee-jerk reaction. It's your instinctual reaction. What you need to do is respond. Okay, I'm noticing that I just feel disconnected, but it's also just anxiety doing its thing. I'm just gonna be brave and get on with my day regardless of how I'm feeling. And if you do need a...
So it's not anxiety. It's important to make that distinction because I went through generalized anxiety for 15 years, but once depersonalization realization showed up, it was a completely different universe and intensity. And it turns out that it's actually a different branch of the nervous system. Anxiety is the sympathetic nervous system. Depersonalization realization is part of the freeze response, which actually happens during the dorsal vagal branch of the parasympathetic nervous system once it comes online, because again, your nervous system is overwhelmed. So experientially, it's much, much more extreme than anxiety symptoms, although those are severe too. And it's also a different branch of the nervous system.